Hey there, and welcome back to Weirdly O.C.D. Now, I'm going to do a video today that is a little bit off of the normal type of video that I usually do. On this channel, I usually do cleaning videos, organizational videos, things of that matter. But today, I thought I would do something just a little bit different. This morning, I went over to my parents' house to get a few things from their house that they have found. They're cleaning up and cleaning out their basement. So they told me, you know, we found some stuff of yours, come get it. So I did. Now, this isn't everything I brought back home with me, but it's stuff that I kind of picked out that I thought was maybe kind of neat to show on here. So I was born in 1984. So I was about, I was 6, 7 years old when the 90s actually started coming along and starting. Excuse me. And I know that nostalgia is really big right now. A lot of old shows are coming back on, like Full House has Fuller House, Roseanne is coming back. I think they're making a Friends movie. I'm not 100% sure. But that kind of stuff is just coming back. And I think it's because people remember that the 90s were a good time. A little more carefree than today. And I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just a little biased, but I miss the 90s. I wish we could go back to them. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of the toys and other things that I kind of pulled out to show you here on this channel. So the first thing I'm going to show you is Mickey Mouse. And not just any ordinary Mickey Mouse. This is the Fantasia Mickey Mouse. Now, if you remember the movie Fantasia, it's where Mickey is a wizard and a bunch of brooms come to life and start dancing around and things like that. Now, I kind of remember seeing Fantasia. I definitely remember seeing it on VHS. But I don't remember it from like beginning to end or anything like that. So the only thing I really remember about it is that Mickey was a wizard, obviously. And that there were brooms that danced. That's pretty much all I remember. Oh, and I remember Mickey standing on top of like some world or globe or magic ball or something, I don't know, and doing this, and the brooms were dancing. Now, I don't know if this is worth anything. Everything that I'm going to show you, I have not looked up on the internet as far as value based on what condition they're in. So I do not know. Not that I plan on selling any of it, because like I said, I just pulled it out because I thought it was kind of cool to show you. Now what I'm doing right now is picking what looks like dog fur off of Mickey's little wizard robe and hat. Now granted, he was in a tote. So, I mean, he doesn't really look that bad. There's no stains on him or anything. As you can see, there's a lot of hair on him. So, I would definitely need to get probably like a lint roller or something to clean him up. But, I don't know. I think I might put it here in the office. I'm not sure. I mean, I love Disney. I like Disney. I'm a big Disney fan. But, I don't really have a Disney dedicated room or area of my house because I don't have that much Disney stuff. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but anyway, that's Fantasia Mickey. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is something a lot of kids had when I was growing up. Now, I did not have the original of this. This is the second version, and that would be a Super Nintendo. A Super Nintendo, people. I was never, and still am not, a huge gaming type person. But I will say that I played out of this Super Nintendo system. This was also in a tote. It was marked Nintendo stuff on the tote. And honestly, I didn't think my parents had this anymore. In fact, when I seen the tote, I didn't even think the console would be in the tote. But it was, along with a couple booklets and things. Now, I didn't come across any actual gaming cartridges, so I don't know if they're in another tote or box in my parents' basement that we just didn't come across. But anyway, this is the Super Nintendo that I had. I probably got this around maybe age 10, 12, somewhere around there. But I don't know if you can see it really well on the screen, but it is definitely discolored. And there are a couple blemishes on it, like here and here. I don't know if that's from it just being old or maybe something got on it. I don't know. I would like to try and clean it up. However, the controllers to actually play the games, if I were to find the games, were not in the tote as well. So I'm curious as if the controllers and the games aren't maybe together in a separate box or tote in my parents' basement. But they're supposed to be going through all of that. Because they're doing a major basement clean out. I'm not calling my parents old or anything, so please don't take it like that, but they are getting older. They're both in their 60s, so they want to kind of try and get through all this and do all this while they can. So anyway, oh, and does anybody, I know everybody did this. Do you remember having to take the games out and you were told that you had to like blow into the game and blow into here if you needed to like reset it or something? Because, you know, it's not good enough that there's just a reset button on this. Oh no, you had to blow, you know, the into the game. I don't know if that helped any or if it was just a myth and we made it think that it worked, but I know I did it. I know I had friends that did it. I'm sure a lot of people did it. So here are a few accessories that I found that were in the tote with the Super Nintendo. Now, mind you, I said I didn't have the controllers and the games in that tote. They may be somewhere else in the basement. Who knows? But here is a booklet showing, it's the instruction manual. Now all these booklets, I have 3 of them that I'm going to show you real quick. They actually are in pretty good condition. I mean, they look like they came right out of the box of the Super Nintendo. I'm trying to think of games that I played when I had this. I definitely played Super Mario World. I definitely played Donkey Kong Country. And I had Mario Paint. Does anybody remember that? And actually, here is kind of what it looked like. You got like a little plastic, and yeah, it was plastic. Mouse pad and a little mouse, and you plugged it in, and you could draw on the screen, you could write, things like that. Let me see if it's got a picture in here of maybe what it does so I can show you. And it does not. So, but anyway, I remember playing that a lot too. And then this game, this is probably the one I played the most. And that is Super Bowling. I love this game. Now, I was on a bowling league from the time I was in kindergarten to about 10th grade in high school. I bowled every Saturday morning, and it was awesome. Now, granted, there are pictures in here. I'm going to show them to you, but this does not do justice to what it actually looked like on your screen. It was not that pixelated. I do remember that. But yeah, it's so weird to see this kind of stuff after so many years of not seeing it and not playing it. So those are the 3 booklets that were with that. Now, I remember this, but I don't remember what it was really used for. It's called the Game Genie Video Game Enhancer. No idea. So if anybody down below in the comments can let me know maybe what it was used for. I mean, it looks like you would have like put your gaming cartridge in here, and then this would have went into your Super Nintendo. I don't know if it was supposed to make the graphics look better or more advanced or what, and I just now noticed this little switch on here, which I have no idea what that was for either. And then the last thing I have to go with the Super Nintendo that was in the same tote is this Super Nintendo cleaning system. And honestly, it does not look like it would do much cleaning. I mean, it's got the same exact little thing here that all the games do. So I don't know how that would be any different to clean it. Not sure. But apparently I had it. I'm sure it's probably just something that came with the Super Nintendo automatically when you bought it. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, this was 20 years ago that I got it and played it. So, yeah. So the next thing I want to show you is just a couple of theme park tickets for the one and only Disney World. Now, as you can see, if I can put it on the camera right, it does say Walt Disney World. And this was a child's ticket. And look how much it costs to get into Disney World. $28. $28 to get into Disney World. And then I thought this was an adult ticket, and maybe it is, but it just says guest. It doesn't say adult. Like this one says child. This one just says guest, and this was $35. You know what? I'm going to look up online real quick and see how much it costs to go to Disney World for just one day right now in 2017. Give me just a moment. Okay, so I am on DisneyWorld.com on the tickets page, and I'm going to go to the exact same date that these tickets were for, which was for June 8th. Now, unfortunately, there's no year on here. At least I don't think there is. Nope, I'm sorry, I lied. There is a year on here. It's 1993. It just says 93. I don't... that's not coming up. But anyway, it's June 8th, 1993. So I'm going to go on here and see how much a one-day ticket for June 8th costs now in 2017. And, of course, the website stops at May. Well, let's just try May then. So if I want to go on May 8th for a one-day pass for a child, because that was the $28 ticket. So 93, I would have been 9 years old. No, I would have been 8 years old because my birthday had not hit then. So we'll say I have one. Wow. So look at this. For a one-day ticket to the Magic Kingdom Park for a kid between the age of 3 and 9, $109. That's insane. Let's see here. So 109 minus 28. That's a difference of $81. Wow. Why, Disney? Why? Someday I would like to return to Disney, and I know Tony wants to go too. Wow, that's just amazing that it's that much. It's went up that much in 24 years. Wow. So the last thing, let me see if I can reach it. The last thing I wanted to show you was a bunch of cassettes that I came across in a box. Yes, I said cassettes. Now, if you're really young and watching this, you probably won't remember any of these, especially a couple of them. But if you're around my age, maybe a few years younger than me, you might remember most of these, or maybe all of them. So I have 4 of them I'm going to share with you. The first one, Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. That was a good song, and it was a good collaboration. They both did really good together. This tape has 2 songs on it, like most cassette singles had back then in the 90s. And the 2 songs were The Boy Is Mine, Radio Edit. Why is this not focusing? I don't know. And the other song is The Boy Is Mine, the instrumental. You know, so you can sing along if you really wanted to. So yeah. And let's see, this came out in 1998. Wow, 19 years ago. The next one, and most of these I don't even remember honestly buying. So I don't know if, like, maybe some of these I've received as Christmas or birthday gifts, and I just don't remember that. Now, I do remember buying The Boy Is Mine, and there's another one in here. Oh, no, I don't have it here anymore. There was one that I also remember buying, and it was the Spice Girls single, Wannabe. And it was a 2-track cassette single as well. I remember I went to the I just happened to ride along with my dad to go to the gas station that was down around the corner from our house. And it's when gas stations still sold cassette singles. And they had the Spice Girls Wannabe, and I think it was like $2, if that. And I wanted it so bad, and my dad bought it for me. God bless him. And so yeah, I remember buying that, and I remember buying The Boy Is Mine. But the other ones that I'm going to show you, I really don't remember buying. So I don't know. I have something on my shirt. So the next one I'm going to show you is LL Cool J, Doing It. Not doing it, doing it. So for those of you who are a little bit younger, yes, LL Cool J was not only an actor, he was a singer as well. This was actually a pretty popular song. And it also has only 2 tracks on it. Doing It on the Air, which that sounds dirty, and Doing It LP version. Now, I'm sure the on-air one is probably the one without any cursing or profanity, things like that, dirty talk. And the LP version is obviously the uncut version. But let's see, this came out in 1996. That's older than The Boy Is Mine. So that was 21 years ago. The next one I'm going to show you, now as far as I know, this was their only big hit. Now, Brandy and Monica obviously were big singers back in the 90s, early 2000s. LL Cool J had a few big songs. This next group, I guess you could call them, as far as I know, this was their only big song. I could be wrong, and you can correct me if I am in the comments. La Bouche, Be My Lover. I don't know why I have this. Once again, 2 songs, same song, different version. Side 1 is the radio edit 1, and side 2 is radio edit 2, and the only difference is they are 7-second different. There's a 7-second difference. All right, so the next 2 cassettes I'm going to show you are from the same artist. Now, this person obviously is very well known, as well as her entire family, and that is Janet Jackson. And again, not sure how I got these, but I have Janet Jackson Control album and Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation album. And I was actually going through the track list of Rhythm Nation, and I didn't realize that there was this many singles off this album. There was Rhythm Nation, there was Love Will Never Do Without You, Escapade, Black Cat. This came out in 1989, so I was 5 years old. Well, depending on when it came out, I might have been 4 years old when this came out. And then Control, which, let's see if it says when that came out. 1986. So I was 2 or 1, depending on when it came out. Let's see. This had pretty good songs on it. Control, Nasty, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Those are the only ones I recognize as singles. There could be more, not sure. The next one, there's 2 more. The next one is Boys to Men, Coolie High Harmony. I don't even remember this album. But let's see if I remember any of the songs off of it. Yeah, I don't. I don't whatsoever. But it came out in 1990, oh gosh, 1981. It looks like 1991. I don't know if you can see this, but the high hair tops that all of them pretty much have. This one doesn't really so much, but yeah. That was the style back then. And then the last one I'm going to show you, the last cassette. Wow. You know what, though? I'm not going to be embarrassed about this. It is what it is. They had a lot of really good songs on this cassette. And yeah, I mean, it was a good group. That is New Kids on the Block, Hangin' Tough. Yeah, I owned it. Let's see. This came out in 1988. Now, this had a lot of good songs on it. The Right Stuff, Please Don't Go Girl, Cover Girl, Hangin' Tough, obviously. That might be it. That's really the only songs that I recognize as singles. But yeah, before there were fancy CDs, which CDs aren't even really a major thing anymore, but before there were MP3s and Spotify and all that stuff, there were cassettes. And I'm sure my parents would tell me, well, before there were cassettes, there were vinyl records and 8-track players, or 8 tracks. Although vinyl is making a big comeback, apparently. A lot of newer music, I notice, is coming out on CD and vinyl. So, like I said in the beginning, nostalgia is a big thing right now, and actually it has been for a while. But anyway, that's the things from my childhood that I figured I would share with you. I hope you enjoyed them, and of course I aged myself, so now I think I want to go on Spotify and listen to New Kids on the Block Hangin' Tough album while I edit this video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back soon with another video, and I'm going to maybe do a redo of Tony and I's closet in our bedroom. There's a few things I want to work out before I actually do it and film it, and a couple things I need to get, which I'm going to try and take you along with me while I get the supplies for it, not just show you the before and after, but also the kind of in between. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed going down memory lane with me. If I come across any other kind of cool things, unique things, things I thought were fun or cool growing up in my childhood, I will definitely make another video showing those off. But until then, I will talk to you later, and have a great day. Bye-bye.